All right, we are live, guys. 2025 NFL schedule release. Look, I can't wait to break all of the games down. The schedule is releasing right now. If you are watching this after the fact, it's going to release in about 8 minutes. It's 7:52 Eastern, and I'm looking forward to it. I know some schedules have been leaked throughout the day. I know the Giants was one of the first schedules to be leaked, so we will be discussing just really, all of the fun games that are going to be in 2025. We're going to discuss a lot. We're going to talk about the primetime games. I know we open up Cowboys-Eagles, and then on Thursday night, and then Friday night we have Chiefs-Chargers in Brazil. So a lot to look forward to. I want to be able to pull up the each game. So what we are going to do is, have the computer run it, or you'll see me on a smaller screen and then be able to go, in between the websites and everything. So it's going to be a good time. Schedule releases here. So always fun time talking ball. And I know my Vikings play the Bears on Monday night in week 1 in what will be JJ McCarthy's first start. So very much looking forward to that as well. So any questions, fire away, guys. We are here. It is always a great time to talk football. So let's get it rolling. All right, Texans Super Bowl season incoming. Hey, what's up, Connor? What's up? How we doing? Let's go ahead, and I want to be able to pull up just the schedule and just see. I'll pull it up on NFL.com here shortly. But any questions, like I said, any questions, fire away. Any comments, fire away. If you guys would help, drop a like to help the stream tremendously. I'd very much appreciate it. Let's see here. Leaks show that the Eagles don't have a single back-to-back home game. So home away, home away, home away. We'll see. That's interesting. Those schedules always do intrigue me. I'll say that. Let's keep it going here. I want to pull up Twitter because Twitter will obviously be very active tonight, especially, here in a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and pull the old Twitter up. Okay, so I have from NFL Nerd. This is an account that has been publishing or posting a lot of stuff all day. He actually has the entire schedule. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. That way we can have everything. That way we can just go ahead and see it. And let's go ahead, and there we are. And there we are. Not that. I want to be able to. There we go. There I am. So right here apparently is the entire schedule. And that is, this is per NFL Nerd. Not disregard that part. Sorry. Disregard. No. There we go. All right. So right there is the entire schedule. And I don't know why there we go. We'll take the Super Bowl banner off there. But yeah, this apparently is the entire schedule. Now, I will move myself for you guys that couldn't previously see it. And then we will also go over. I know Buffalo and New England right now can't exactly see their schedule, but apparently this is the entire schedule that will be released in a couple minutes. So there's a lot of great games here, guys. Let's see here. I don't think that we really know who has a hard schedule until week 5. Very fair. What do you think about the Vikings international games back to back? Sorry about that. I'm honestly not a fan, but I think it's kind of like a test. Like, oh, okay. We have one team going over or across the pond for a couple of weeks. Let's see how this goes. Let's just see how this goes, right? So I'm not really a fan of that. Just the back to back. And I know like some people would be like, they would want it to be like, oh, well, of course my team has that type of luck. I'm not really like worried about it. Once they're across the pond, I think it'll be all right. But we'll see how the schedule plays out. And I will go on to NFL.com in a couple of minutes, but apparently this is the schedule. So I want to be able to also take a look at the comment section here and then be able to go back and forth with you guys here. Giants 2025 regular season is brutal. Yeah, you can see it. Oh gosh, did I do it again? No, we're still good. Let me pull up just give me 1 sec to actually pull this up on another screen here. No, you can see the Giants schedule right here. At Washington, at Dallas versus Kansas City versus the Chargers. It really does not get, it's hard to get more difficult than that to start. And then they play at the Saints. That could be a win. We'll just call that what it is. Versus Philly. What is the red here? That is a Thursday night game. So that's definitely not ideal for the Giants to have all of that, going on for them. But like I said, we'll have a more clear schedule here in a minute where we can just go week by week rather than kind of have this kind of just chart, if you will. So Falcons winning the Super Bowl. I don't know about that. How do I feel about an NFL lottery? I am glad you asked. That the NFL having a lottery the way the NBA does is absolutely atrocious. I cannot stand the idea of the NFL having a lottery. But yeah, it's so bad. Like I said, just imagine the Titans. I mean, I don't know who follows the NBA closely in here, but a couple nights ago, the Mavs made a big trade. They traded Luka back in February, Luka Doncic, for Anthony Davis, and they basically traded, I would say, the equivalent of, and this is very loosely here, but they traded basically the equivalent of like Joe Burrow for Matt Stafford without really getting any other picks, especially at this point in Matt Stafford's career, and that's very, very loose. And then the NBA did a draft lottery, and now the Mavs have the number 1 pick. I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm not a fan of it at all. It would ruin the sport. Good call out, by the way, by Gab. Good call out. Week 5 bye for the Steelers. Is that what they actually have? Let's take a look here. Yeah, Week 5 bye. They play the Vikings in Ireland and then have a Week 5 bye. That's brutal, man. I mean, there's no way around it. Like that is absolutely brutal here. But I can't wait till we can actually go to NFL.com. And no disrespect to NFL Nerd, because he did tremendous work here. He really did tremendous work. Oh, shoot. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know what this is going to be on the screen. There we are. Oh, wait. There we go. We're back. We're back, baby. But no, it's credit to NFL Nerd for doing this, but this is there's a lot of work that goes into this, man, because I'm just so ecstatic that football's back. We have KC, Dallas, Thanksgiving is, we have, whoa. Is Baltimore, Cincinnati the Thanksgiving game? Is that the night game? Am I reading that right? I thought it was Rams, Bucks. They play Sunday night. Okay, so there was a different leak there. So Thanksgiving, we have Ravens, Bengals. That's going to be electric, guys. That is going to be absolutely electric. And apparently the schedule release, we're about a minute away. That is awesome. All right, let's see here. Who do you think will be the most improved NFL team, improved upcoming this season? I'm all in on the Bears, man. I'm all in on the Bears. I know that they're off-season champions again, but I'm all in on the Bears. I like what they're doing, but they have a tough start to their schedule, man. Vikings, Lions on a short week, Dallas, that's a tough first 3 games, and eventually Washington, but it's tough. At Baltimore, at Cincinnati, at Minnesota, at Philly. Not that it's groundbreaking that they we're going to play at Minnesota, of course, or even at Green Bay. They have a tough schedule, but I'm all in on the Bears. And by the way, drop who you guys think is going to be the most improved team. Anyway, we have the NFL schedule release in about 10 seconds. So I'm going to refresh the NFL's website and just see, let's see what happens here. Let's take a look. It says it starts right now. Let's take a look what happens if we refresh the schedule. 2025 Week 1. All right, I see Lamar here. Where's 2025 Week 1? Where are we, guys? I want to just pull me league schedule. I'm trying to find it, guys. There's some players being highlighted. There's JJ, future MVP of the league, by the way. Where is the league schedule? I might just have to go back to my guy on NFL Nerd and just go back with him because he's doing a really good job. I can't. Here we go. We got it, baby. We got it. NFL schedule is live. Okay, this is week 2. I'll go back to week 1 because it didn't refresh initially. But look, Commanders, Packers. Actually, I'll just go back to week 1 first. We'll just go chronological. That would make way more sense. Why can I not? I can't pull up week 1. I can't pull up. Okay, that's 2024. So I can pull up. Why can I not pull up 2020? Is anybody? I mean, I'm not being a dummy, right? 2025 week 1. Okay, so week 3, the NFL, we're not doing good here. We're not starting off hot with the schedule release. We had week 2 pull up, but we didn't have. Can we pull up like week 9? Okay, so we have pretty much every week, I guess, but week 1 and 3. I wonder how many people are actually on the NFL's website right now. I kind of just want to go. Can I pull up like team schedules? Can I pull up? These are 2024 schedules. I apologize for this, guys. I really do. Scroll down beneath the video. I tried. There's nothing. We're at the bottom of the page. So I guess we're gonna have to just come back to week 1 and just start off in week 2. That's unfortunately the only way we're gonna be able to do this. But We'll go actually just back and forth here with the NFL Nerd week 1 and then go into week 2. So we have Commanders at Packers on Thursday night, week 2. That's going to be an incredible game. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, each team the way, or not mean to go into that. The way each team leads into week 2 is the Packers will play Detroit and then play Washington on a short week. Both are, and shout out NFL Nerd for having this right, both are home games for the Packers. They start out 2 home games in 5 days. Not ideal for the Packers, to be completely honest. And then look, Washington plays, they should have a home game because they're traveling on a short week. So they play the Giants at home and then go to Green Bay. I'm looking forward to that one, guys. That's awesome. That is a great game already. What are your guys' thoughts? Right now, I mean, it's not unreasonable. God, I did it again. It's not unreasonable for Green Bay to start out. It's not unreasonable for Green Bay to start out 2-0, man. Now, it's honestly not unreasonable for Green Bay to start out, or Washington to start out 2-0 rather, because they play the Giants and then they play at Green Bay and then Las Vegas. So that's interesting. We'll see. We'll go through the rest of the schedule here. I just want to see, do we have week 1 yet? Week 1 still not up on the NFL's website, unfortunately. Is week 3 at least up? Week 3 is up. So right now we'll go game by game. But Browns, Ravens, and I'm actually going to have, I just want to pull up on another screen on my own so I'm not personally going back and forth. But right now we have Browns, Ravens, week 2, Jags, Bengals, Giants, Cowboys. I'm looking forward to all the 1 o'clock games here. I mean, this is, okay, so last year we had 2 4 o'clock games earlier in the year, which was not ideal in week 2. Panthers, Cardinals, Broncos, Colts, Eagles, Chiefs, week 2, 4:25 is definitely going to be a fun one. And guys, we have a double header. We have Bucks, Texans, and we have Chargers, Raiders in week 2, Monday night. So little Justin Herbert, little Ashton Genty action, Brock Bowers. That's going to be fun. That's definitely going to be fun. We have Bucks, Texans. That's going to be a good game. But what I'm looking forward to for the Texans this year is when you go look at the Texans schedule here, they start off against the Rams, and obviously if we know anything about the Rams, their defensive line is absolutely insane. So for the Texans to start out with the Rams, that's going to be brutal, man. I mean, to start out with the Rams, I mean with an offensive line that has significant question marks, we'll see. Penix versus McCarthy will be a thriller. I couldn't agree more. I'm a big fan of both guys, especially my guy JJ McCarthy, obviously. But Eagles, Chiefs. I mean, I'm just looking at the big primetime games here, or the big games of the week. Bills, Jets is going to be fun. Seahawks, Steelers. We have DK Metcalf playing his former team in the second week of the year. And if week 1 could pull up, that would be ideal. We still do not have week 1, unfortunately. But we're now in week 3. Little NFC South action, a little young quarterback action with Michael Penix and Bryce Young. Packers, Browns, like I said, it's not unreasonable for Green Bay to start 3-0. Or I meant Washington. Sorry, disregard that part. But we're going to keep going here. Texans, Jags, another interesting game that we will certainly be looking forward to. And Bengals, Vikings, guys. That's going to be hopefully a very high-scoring affair. That's definitely one, as a Vikings fan, that I will be looking forward to. And look, we have a playoff rematch at a 1 o'clock game. Rams, Eagles. Week 3 is looking pretty impressive, I have to be honest. Cowboys, Bears, 4:30. Cardinals, Niners. I'm going to be honest, I am not a fan of Chiefs, Giants on Sunday night. That's going to be a game where I'll be doing the weekly recap, and I will be waiting to hit the go live button on the weekly recap. But we have one of the best games of the year. This is actually one I'm going to be really looking forward to, guys. We have Lions, Ravens, Monday night, week 3. That will be absolutely electric. And we're getting a Friday game, week 1. Good call on that one. But Lions, Ravens, week 3 at the bank. That's going to be circled on my calendar, guys. Week 3 is looking like a banger. Bengals, Vikings. It starts off with an AFC East clash. Dolphins. I feel like Buffalo is always in Miami on prime time. I don't know why. I always feel like they are. But Dolphins, Bills. Looking forward to that one. Bengals, Vikings. Rams, Eagles. Cowboys, Bears. Cardinals, Niners. Even Bo Nix, Justin Herbert. Shout out to all the Bo Leavers. And then Lions, Ravens. That's a week, man. That is a week. And then we start off week 4. We have an NFC West clash. Seahawks, Cardinals. I'm going to be honest, outside of looking at my team today, this is on NFL.com, by the way. This is on NFL.com. Outside of looking at my team schedule and briefly glancing at a couple of others, I'm going into this pretty raw. I haven't really peeked at a lot of schedules, so for, to look at these games, I'm amped. We have Bryce Young, Drake May here in week 4. We have Cam Ward, CJ Stroud, and Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. That was a fun one last year. And of course, like I said, we have the Dublin, Ireland game here in week 4, so that'll be a fun way to start. Eagles, Bucks is going to be a great game. That's going to be one that I can't wait for. Here we go, Ravens, Chiefs, 4:25. Bears, Raiders should be a fun one. We have another doubleheader on Monday night. And the one thing I don't know if you guys picked up on back in week 2, the unfortunate part, I'm an East Coast guy. This is a really unfortunate part. Chargers, Raiders is a 10 o'clock start. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to make it till 1 a.m. for that one. I'll just be direct when I say that. But I will watch probably the first quarter, maybe the first half, but that's a lot. Anyway, so we have a 10 o'clock start for the week 2 Monday night games, and then we are going to week 4. We have another doubleheader, but it's 7:15 and 8:15, which I personally prefer. I prefer them going on one's like a quarter and a half ahead. So I prefer that one rather than the 7 and 10. I'm not a fan of the 7 and 10, but week 4, pretty solid slate, man. I mean, you got the Ireland game. You have 2024 quarterback clash. We have young quarterback clash here in the AFC South, and another young quarterback clash with Bryce Young and Drake May. And then we have Eagles, Bucks, and then Ravens, Chiefs. So overall, pretty good week, man. But week 3 right now is definitely my favorite. I'll just be honest. Week 3 right now is by far my favorite. What's up, Danger Zone? How we doing? Let's see here. Hi, Garrett. What's up, Joseph? How we doing? Finally, a good time to be a Vikings fan. Greetings from Germany. Love your content. Appreciate it. Skull. I was debating on wearing the JJ McCarthy jersey. I did not, but I was debating on it. But here we go. Week 5. Vikings-Browns is, of course, the London game. But we start off with another NFC West clash early in the year. 49ers-Rams, little Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay at SoFi on a short week. That definitely should be a good game. We have 2 AFC contenders here at 1 o'clock, Texans-Ravens. We have, I'm going to be honest, Raiders-Colts from a run game standpoint will be a fun one. I know a lot of people outside of those fan bases probably not going to be the most interested, but Ashton Genty and Jonathan Taylor and my boy from Kansas State, DJ Giddens. Can't wait to see how that one plays out. Then we have Cowboys, Jets, Broncos, Eagles. I'll be eager to see how Bo Nix plays against a Vic Fangio defense, especially, when you have the Mountain or the West Coast teams traveling east, I always pay attention to that. I would argue this is just an all-time 4 o'clock game here. Titans, Cardinals. The Cardinals are just like, they to me, they're just like a 405 team. And I do like the Cardinals. I do like what Jonathan Gannon is building, but they're to me just a 405 team. But we have Lions, Bengals, Commanders, Chargers. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Patriots at Bills on Sunday night. I'd rather it be Bills at Patriots. I just feel like that I know this isn't a shocking take here, but I feel like the Patriots would have a better chance to win at Gillette than I do on the road at Highmark Stadium personally. But still going to be a fun week, man. Chiefs, Jags. I'll be eager to see how Liam Cohen has the Jags playing in week 5. So glad that we have them relatively early in the year regarding the Jags in primetime and everything. So I would say solid week. Definitely, it's going to be tough to beat week 3, but this is overall a really solid week. So, I mean, the NFL is packing heat, man. They're packing heat early on. So we have, dude, look at this here. The first thing that caught my eye was Rams Ravens. That's going to be a game. That is going to be a game. If anybody remembers a couple years ago, they went to overtime. It was the game where Puka caught the one ball down the sideline. It was right on Marlon Humphrey. It was an insane play. And it was when it was hell or high water. Got to have it right now. A rookie Puka Nacua made a play. Shout out to anybody if they specifically do remember that. But that was incredible. So somebody said week 1 is working out. I'll go back to that in a minute. But Rams-Ravens is elite. Cowboys-Panthers. The Cowboys have really beat up the Panthers in the past couple of years, both times. So hopefully the Panthers can get some back. Cardinals-Colts, interesting game. Definitely interesting game. And the bye weeks, actually, where are they? Texans-Vikings. So they started in week 5. Who has a week 5 bye? Because I know the Steelers do. I know the Steelers have a week 5 bye. So do the Packers, Bears, and Falcons. So this is brutal here for all the teams that have a week 5 bye. So I want to at least note that. But back, not week 7. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not looking. We're back to week 6. Bengals Packers Elite 425 game. Just that's awesome. Chargers Dolphins 2020 quarterback clash. Justin Herbert and Tua. Seahawks Jags. I feel like that's a game where you can have just a lot of hectic things happen. I feel like that is the epitome of a game where 22-18 final, just a weird game. That's a recipe for a very weird game. But one I'm definitely going to be looking forward to. Oh man, Lions Chiefs. Guys, this week, what is this, week 6? Week 6 might take week 3. We have Lions Chiefs, Sunday night game, Elite. Obviously, don't need to go into why. Bills Falcons, Josh Allen, Michael Penix in the Big A at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Can't wait for that. And then we have a 2024 number 1 versus number 2 pick, Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels. So definitely looking forward to that one. Now, somebody did say week 1 is back, so I want to at least check this out. And we are right. Shout out to, who said that? Sam. Shout out to Sam. Week 1 is indeed working. Now, Johnny, appreciate the super chat. He says the hardest Jags games are in the first month. 9+ wins. We'll see. We'll go over that in a minute, but let's go back to week 1 here. A lot of division clashes. First thing that I noticed. Cowboys, Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers, Bucks, Falcons, Bengals, Browns. Is there any more? Giants, Commanders, 49ers, Seahawks, Lions, Packers. Shout out the NFL. Vikings, Bears. Shout out the NFL for immediately right off the bat. Like we're not giving you, Raiders, Jets, week 1, Brazil. We're giving you Chiefs, Chargers. And no offense to those fan bases, by the way. Look, both selected in the top 7 last year. It's a little different than Chiefs, Chargers is all I'm going to say. But the NFL started off with a punch, man. Right now, it's between week 3 and week 6 in terms of my favorite weeks. Week 3 was just Falcons, Panthers. I'm a big Michael Penix and Bryce Young guy, so that's why. Bengals, Vikings, and Lions, Ravens, Cowboys, Bears, Rams, Eagles. I think week 6 takes the cake right now, though, because week 6, guys, is just, it's phenomenal. Look at this. Rams, Ravens, Cowboys, Panthers, Lions, Chiefs, Bengals, Packers, Chargers, Dolphins. Week 6 is just, you talk about absolute cinema. If you guys know that meme, absolute cinema, that is week 6. If you guys can't tell, I'm football deprived. I miss football, and I'm amped, guys. I'm very, very, very amped. All right, let's see here. Pray for the Giants. That midseason NFC North gauntlet is wild. It's tough. All right. They need to stop doing early buys. I personally would agree. Danger Zone says, appreciate you being a member of the channel, by the way. I know a couple members are in here right now, so appreciate everybody being in here. And if you guys are enjoying, please drop a like. Helps the stream tremendously. And subscribe if you're not already. We're closing in on 200. But Giants against the Eagles is going to be a fun offensive versus defensive line to see. Which one's better is going to be sick. I agree. But we are on to week 7. And we're actually on to Cincinnati. Steelers, Bengals. Obviously, they are big rivals. They at minimum will be entertaining. That's going to be a fun game. And I think the Steelers have a week 6 bye, right? Because of they have a week 5 bye, which is gross. So the Bengals are coming off the Packers on a short week. The Steelers are coming off the Browns on a short week. So I'll be honest, I've said it countless times before, I'm not a fan of the division games on back-to-back, so I absolutely hate that for the Steelers. Unless there's barring major injuries, I think the Bengals will win this game. But I can't stand the back-to-back division games on a short week. So anyway, we have Rams, Jags, London game. At least I'm assuming that's a London game. I know the Dolphins game in like week 11 is a Madrid-Spain game, but the Jags being in London fits based on their history. So we're going London there. Saints, Bears, Dolphins, Browns, Eagles, Vikings is definitely going to be a good one. What is the 4 o'clock game this week? It's a little underwhelming of a 4 o'clock slate, although I do like Packers, Cardinals, and I do like Commanders, Cowboys. Falcons, Niners, good. I can get behind that. I can really get behind that. We have another Monday night double. Dude, at 10 o'clock. I can't get behind the Monday at 10 o'clock doubleheaders. Just on the East Coast, it's just tough. It's maybe I'm an old head. Maybe I'm a little bit of a grandpa, but I cannot get behind the 10 o'clock games, even though that's going to be a great game. Texans, Seahawks will be a fun game, but Bucks, Lions, I do like that. I love that. So, premier games, Bucks, Lions, Falcons, Niners, Eagles, Vikings should be really good. And then we have another London game. So we'll see how that plays out. Week 6 by far still my favorite though. Week 6 is my favorite so far. All right, watch out for the Raiders. Okay, I wanted Vikings in prime time. The Vikings have like 7 standalone games this year. I did see that today. All right, somebody asked about my favorite social media team. The Chargers do a tremendous job, and I also really like when the Titans, they interview people on the streets of Nashville, and it's usually people that have had, usually a drink or two, and there was one a couple of years ago where they saw a picture of the Chargers lightning bolt, this right here, the lightning bolt, and somebody said, in terms of like, they were asking who these logos were, somebody said Lightning McQueen. So love that. And then they also showed him a picture of the Bengals logo, and they called them the Boston Bobcats. So I love the Titans, and I will actually go watch that if the social media team has already done that. But anyway, we are on to Week 8. Vikings, Chargers. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Vikings fan, and I'm a big Justin Herbert fan as well. So that's 2 of my favorite things in prime time. 2 of my favorite, my favorite team, and then one of my favorite quarterbacks. So obviously, we love that one. And then we have Dolphins, Falcons. I like that game. I'm going to be honest. I really do like that game. Bears, Ravens, good game. Bills, Panthers. I expect the Bills to win for sure, but hopefully a solid game. 49ers, Texans. We have D'Amico going against his former team. So we'll see how that plays out. That's going to be definitely an entertaining game for sure. We have, oh boy. This is an the thing is not every 4 o'clock slate is going to be like, wow. So Bucs Saints that's a throw-in 4 o'clock game just to meet like the status quo. That's definitely a throw-in 4 o'clock game, because that should be by every definition a 1 o'clock game. And I'll be honest, I actually wish the Bears Ravens was a 4 o'clock game, but we have Cowboys Broncos, that should be solid. Titans Colts, I want AR to be good so bad, man. I really do. Packers Steelers. Hopefully the Steelers can hold up their end of the bargain. And then Commanders Chiefs. We'll see how that's an interesting one. I'll be eager to see how Spagnuolo defends Jaden Daniels. And then we have a couple of teams on bye. We have 6. We have Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks in Week 8. So let's go to Week 9 here. I'm going to start checking the bye teams. So Browns, Jets, Eagles, and Bucks. All right, so Week 9 starts off in Miami with Lamar going home to play the Dolphins. Obviously, Lamar is from, I think he's from Pompano or Boynton or Pompano. He's from one of them down there. There's the thing is there's like, if you know anything about like southeastern Florida geography, there's like 40 towns within a span of like 12 miles. So he either went to Pompano Beach High School or either went to Boynton Beach High School. But anyway, and that's basically like 20 miles north of Miami. So Lamar's going home week 8, right? Week 9. That is a solid game, though. Bears-Bengals should be a very fun game. Vikings-Lions. That's going to be a stressful game for me. I'm not going to lie. Fun game. It should be. We have Falcons-Patriots. That's actually class of 2024 duel, so I do like that. We have Chargers-Titans. 49ers-Giants. Well, I'll be eager to see how the 49ers offensive line handles the Giants defensive line. Saints-Rams. I would expect the Rams to win. Jags-Raiders will definitely be interesting. That's actually going to be a really good game. Jags-Raiders. That's an underrated game. But obviously the game that everybody's going to be watching during that time is going to be Chiefs-Bills. So that's obviously game of the year, CBS every year. I can't wait for that one. And what I really do enjoy is whenever we're watching CBS and you hear the bump, bump, ba-da-dum, bump, bump, and it's like, hello, friends, Jim Nantz, whatever, calling in Jim Nantz. Chiefs Bills. The 7-1 Chiefs are going against the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. How will Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen play? That gets me going. That gets me revved up, man. So I'm all for Chiefs Bills. I mean, everybody's all for Chiefs Bills, but we have Seahawks Commanders Sunday night. I would say that's a pretty solid Sunday night game. Cardinals Cowboys Monday night. Don't be surprised if the Cardinals win that one. That should be actually a very close game, like a very good game. So I do like that one a lot. Right now, Week 6 is my favorite. We have entering Week 10, and the teams on bye here are Bengals, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Titans. Raiders, Broncos, little AFC West clash to start. We have another London game, Falcons, Colts. And then we have, we're the middle of the year now, the Saints, Panthers, Giants, Bears, Jags, Texans, Bills, Dolphins, Ravens, Vikings, definitely the premier 1 o'clock game there. Jags, Texans should be pretty good, though. So there's some good games here. And then the 4 o'clock games, we have Cardinals, Seahawks, Rams, Niners, Lions, Commanders, rematch of the divisional round of the playoffs last year. So definitely will be eager to see that one. My guy Justin Herbert on primetime against the Steelers. I'll be eager to see that one. And then we have Eagles, Packers Monday night. That should be a really good game. This is actually a pretty solid week, all things considered. We have Falcons, Colts. Like I said, I really hope AR hands out. I'm losing hope on AR for obvious reasons, but Falcons, Colts should be it'll be a lot of ground and pound. I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever the over-under is, I'd probably take the under if I had to guess right this second. But Ravens, Vikings, Rams, Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks. We have double NFC West clash here. Lions, Commanders, Eagles, Packers. It's a pretty solid week, man. That's actually a really, really solid week. So let's go to week 11. All right. We have another. This is the Madrid game. This is the Spain game. Commanders, Dolphins. Then we have Panthers, Falcons. We have Jets, Patriots on Thursday night, of course. So we'll be interested to see how Drake May's playing at this point, and even the Jets for that matter. I'll be eager to see the culture that Aaron Glenn has implemented by then, and we'll see how that goes. But Bucks, Bills will be a very entertaining game. So will Chargers, Jags. This is actually a really good slate here. Really good slate. We have Chargers, Jags. Bucks, Bills, Chargers, Jags, Bears, Vikings, Bengals, Steelers, even an AFC South here, Texans, Titans. This is pretty good, man. This is pretty good. I'm going to be honest. We have, again, a back-to-back double NFC West clash. I like this. I really do like this slate here. Cowboys at Raiders Monday night. That should actually be pretty good. Lions, Eagles Sunday night. This is a good week here, man. This is a really, really good week. Who's winning the NFC East? I'm going with Go Birds. And actually, somebody DM'd me this a while ago. I said this on a stream one time that basically if I see anybody in public wearing an Eagles hat or jersey or whatever, I'll just look at them and say Go Birds. Happened the other day. And this guy, I said Go Birds. He was wearing an Eagles hat and he said, "Are we repeating this year?" I wasn't wearing anything Vikings, but I said, "You're absolutely damn right. We're repeating. Go Birds," and then walked away. And it was a pretty powerful Go Birds. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, week 11 looks really good. Lions, Eagles is going to be awesome. Double NFC West clash, the 4 o'clock slate. And Chiefs, Broncos should be a good game. Obviously, the Broncos almost beat the Chiefs last year on the blocked field goal. So week 11, really solid slate. And the teams that had byes were the Colts and Saints. So overall, really good slate there for week 11. And they also had the Madrid game. So we're up to week 12, starting off with an absolute banger here on Thursday night with the Bills and Texans. That should be obviously a good game for, obvious reasons. Let's see here. Somebody said the Eagles won't win the East because no repeat impossible. I forgot about that, to be honest, when I said it. I just think the Eagles are such a well-run team, but we'll see. We're up to week 12. Bills, Texans is a great game. Patriots, Bengals, I hope will be a great game. Vikings, Packers will be a great game. That's going to be fun. That's going to be the premier 1 o'clock game, I feel like. Yeah, Steelers, Bears, Giants, Lions. I know I'm a Vikings fan, but Colts, Chiefs. Seahawks, Titans should be interesting, actually. That's another game that might end like 25-19, 23, not 23, but like just something weird. 19-15, just something that has the implications for a very weird game. Seahawks, Titans. I feel like they never play, by the way. I just feel like they never play, and I know because of the way the divisions work that they only play once every 4 years, or maybe now once every 2 years because of the interconference with the way that it works. But anyway, 4 o'clock we have Eagles, Cowboys, Falcons, Saints, Browns, Raiders, Jags, Cardinals. Bucks, Rams should be a really good Sunday night game. Somebody was complaining on Twitter about the 49ers, Rams, or Panthers, not 49ers, Rams, Panthers, Rams, Panthers, 49ers. There we go. It's literally right in front of me, so nice reading there. The text is actually directly in front of me. Panthers 49ers Monday night because neither team made the playoffs last year, and they're not division rivals. But I hope both teams are good by then. I really want Bryce Young to do well, and I hope it's at the point where my guy Adam Thielen's also cooking. Tedero McMillan's also having a good rookie season. So I am looking forward to that game. How many scoregamis this year? Hopefully like 4. They're awesome. See, I want scoregamis to be like a couple of times a year thing, but I don't want it to be an every week thing where it's like, oh, another scoregami. Like they gotta, once a month is good because it's you want it to be rare, but you don't want it to be so rare where it's like a perfect game in the MLB where there's only like 25 or 27 in history. You want it to be like a once a couple year thing. So hopefully 4. All right, we have Thanksgiving Day games. There's no buys this week because of Thanksgiving, right? No buys. Okay. Week 13. First off, I mean, this, I have to be honest, guys, this might overtake week 6 because, first off, I'm going to be stuffing my face. We eat at 4 o'clock every year, so I'll be, look, the turkey, sweet potato casserole. By the way, that is, I know there's some green bean casserole fans in the crowd, I'm sure, but sweet potato casserole is just chef's kiss. That is just awesome. So if you guys want to have the Thanksgiving side dish discussion, by all means, go for it. But I usually catch the end of the Lions game and then eat right before the next game starts. So turkey, sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes, roll. My family's not a mac and cheese family. I wish we were a mac and cheese family on Thanksgiving. I might actually make that this year. But anyway, this is just an elite slate of Thanksgiving games. I mean, NFC North is obviously, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Packers-Lions is going to be a great game. Chiefs-Cowboys should be a great game. Typically, the Chiefs don't blow teams out. Bengals-Ravens, no words needed. No words needed. Bears-Eagles, Black Friday game. Love that. Love that game. And then we get to Sunday. We have Rams-Panthers. I'll be eager to see the Rams' defensive line against the Panthers' offensive line, and especially improved defense for the Panthers this year. So that should be good. And then, I'll be honest, I'm looking at the rest of the slate. The great games are on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. But Texans-Colts should be fun. Falcons-Jets should provide some entertainment for sure. Cardinals-Bucks will be a good game. I'll be eager to see Cardinals-Bucks. And Vikings-Seahawks, Sam Darnold against his former team. I'll definitely be eager to see that. We have a 2024 quarterback duel between Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels on Sunday night. So not a bad slate. Just it's really, really high powered at the beginning. Really, really high powered. So, all right, no stuffing. We do have stuffing. I don't know if I said stuffing, but we do have stuffing. But anyway, all right. Mac and cheese is a generational side. I wish we had mac and cheese. Trust me, I wish we did, but we don't. But anyway, we're on to week 14. Let's see what we have here. Week 14, we have, Cowboys Lions. I feel like maybe I'm wrong on this. There's a good chance I am wrong on this, but I feel like Cowboys Lions has kind of become like, obviously because they obviously play on Thanksgiving every year, but I feel like it's kind of become like, oh hey, we're just going to stick them like the following week. And I just feel like it's played out that way more often than not over the past couple of years. So I mean, it's a good game. Should be a good game. I would definitely predict the Lions to win. But should be a good game. Seahawks, Falcons. Seahawks blew them out last year, but I think that will be a good game. Steelers, Ravens is always, look, I don't care how bad you think the Steelers are going to be this year because of Mason Rudolph or Will Howard. This will be a good game. There's no doubt it'll be a good game. If the Steelers, Ravens, somehow, some way, it'll be close. Let's see here. Bears, Packers. Great game for obvious reasons. Commanders, Vikings will be fun. This is a really good week here, guys. Rams, Cardinals. Bengals, Bills. Texans, Chiefs. This is a really good slate, guys. Eagles, Chargers. Week 14 is up there with week 6. Week 14 is definitely up there with week 6, guys. I will be honest. Mac and cheese with bacon and panko. I mean, that sounds elite. Like that just sounds. Yeah, that would be. Save me a bowl next year. I mean, that's good stuff there. But anyway, week 15, Falcons, Bucks. I can't wait for that one. I generally like watching both of those teams play. So, Falcons, Bucks, Michael Penix, Baker Mayfield, Thursday night. Definitely sign me up for that one. 2 weeks before Christmas, definitely sign me up for that one. Browns, Bears, Ravens, Bengals, really good. Chargers, Chiefs, really good. Cardinals, Texans, really underrated game, actually. Really, really underrated game. I do like that. That's a really good. That's going to be a good game. Bills, Patriots. All right, who else? Packers, Broncos should be good. Lions, Rams. This is actually, we're back to no buys now. We're back to no buys. Let's see here. So, Panthers, Saints, Titans, Niners, Vikings, Cowboys, Dolphins, Steelers. Pretty solid slate. Pretty solid. I'm still going week 6 as my favorite so far, to be honest with you guys. But we're up to week 16. All right, now we have Friday games. Why do we have Friday games? All right, no, this is supposed to be. No, this is Saturday. This is a misprint on the NFL's website, by the way. For anybody who did not know, it was announced that it's Saturday, December 20th. Unless they changed it, but I saw all the tweets that it was Saturday, December 20th. So, but anyway. I like the games here. Rams, Seahawks, Packers, Bears, and Eagles, Commanders. So that's a really good start. Chargers, Cowboys, prime 1 o'clock game. Love that. It's definitely I would say the best 1 o'clock game for sure. I would put Bucks, Panthers probably second there. Falcons, Cardinals is going to be a good game. That'll be a very fun game to watch. Steelers, Lions, solid. Raiders, Texans. I haven't given the Raiders enough love, and I want to talk about the Raiders. I just don't know if right now is the specific time, but Raiders, Texans should be a solid game. I'm actually really, really looking forward to watching the Raiders play this year, man. Pete Carroll's a floor raiser. I can't wait to see how his impact of the team is. Geno and Ashton Genty and of course Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers and even Jack Bech. I'm eager to see how that offense plays this year. And I also hope my guy Jackson Powers Johnson takes a big step. 49ers, Colts. I'm going to be honest. That's probably that's a tough Monday night game. I wouldn't be surprised if that one gets flexed. We'll see. I would personally rather watch Jags Broncos on Monday night than I would 49ers Colts, just speaking from a general fan standpoint, or even Falcons Cardinals. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Let's go to week 17. I just think that the Colts by that point, especially, it's going to be AR or Daniel Jones. That could be a game where it's like, all right, guys, like we're 4-9 or whatever it would be, 3-10, 5-8. That's just a tough one for me. Now we have Christmas Day. And there is a chance, I will be honest. Sorry for the dramatic drink between what I was going to say there. There's a chance, though, that I'm live for the Lions-Vikings Christmas Day game. And I'm going to be honest, I would be... you guys have not seen me live for a Vikings game unless you guys were here for the very end of the Rams-Vikings game when I was just like, yep, our season's done, 14-3 down the drain. So... if there's playoff implications on the line, we'll see. I might go live for that one, which we'll see. But anyway, just great slate for Christmas, man. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. And I can't wait for family and football that day. It's going to be an incredible, incredible day. But to continue, we have Eagles, Bills later that week. So that's awesome. Games not yet scheduled. Huh. So this could be like Sunday at 1 o'clock. Saturday. Okay, that's interesting. Dude, I'm going to be honest. I think this is actually... I know I've said this probably a couple times, but I really think Week 17 takes the cake for me. Because you have Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs, Cowboys, Commanders. Guys, these are serious playoff implications. Like, they could be serious playoff implications by the time that these roll around. Eagles, Bills could be number 1 seed on the line for both teams. Bears 49ers should be a good game. I like that Sunday night game. That's a good Sunday night game, I personally think. But Rams Falcons, I love it. Love it. Cardinals Bengals, love it. Ravens Packers, love it. Texans Chargers, love it. This, week 17 tops week 6. This is incredible. Now week 18 is going to be all division, so we all know that. And then there's going to be a lot of Saturday games, or not a lot, but two Saturday games. And then I will go on record. You guys want a bold prediction? I'll go on record and say that I don't think in Week 18 this year there's going to be 2 14-win teams playing for the number 1 seed in the conference. It could be any team. I just don't think that's going to happen in back-to-back years. But, all right, let's go to actual team schedules now. What team schedules do we want to take a look at here? Lobster mac and cheese sounds incredible. Never had it. We're crab people here in Maryland. We are not lobster people here in Maryland. So, never had. I've had lobster tail, but not a big lobster guy. Or at least because I've never had it like I've had crabs before. So, Super Bowl winners first. Oh, boy, I'm glad you guys asked for that one. So let me go ahead and just pull this one up here. Super Bowl winners. Is that what you guys want? Here we go. Is this what we want? 2025 Vikings. Oh, we got the preseason schedule out. Okay, so the Vikings play the Texans at home, and then they play at New England and at Tennessee. So good to know. I hope JJ plays in a couple of these games. Anyway, I'm actually not going to go through the Vikings specific schedule. I do want to see what other here. Viking fan in Maryland. It's a long story. It's actually really not a long story, but my dad grew up a Vikings fan, and I was young and basically like, all right, like I'm gonna like who my dad likes, and then yeah, it's been a lifelong. It's been painful. I'll just say that. All right. Somebody wanted to talk about the Steelers schedule because they said that they think this is the year that Mike Tomlin finally has a losing record. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. At the Jets. I'll just go prediction here. Or I'll just go. I wish I could do like the prediction thing. I know you can do that, but then I'd have some team like going 1-16 or 0-17 inevitably. But anyway, at the Jets, they can go 1-0 versus the Seahawks. Tough road trip coming across the country. 50-50. I'll say 1-1. New England, they can go 2-1. The Vikings, it's going to be tough. I'll say 2-2. They can definitely beat the Browns 3-2. I'll say 3-3 at Cincinnati. I'll say 3-4 versus the Packers. 4-4 against the Colts. 4-5 against the Chargers. Honestly, call me crazy. I think they split against the Bengals. I'll say 5-5. I'll say 5-6 at Chicago. They usually have a tough time against Buffalo. 5-7. 5-8 against Baltimore. 6-8 against the Dolphins. Dude, this is tough here because you have the Lions and Ravens. I kind of agree, by the way. I kind of agree that this is going to be the first year because I thought I was kind of generous with a couple of those games. So I could see it. I could see it. Which teams have we discussed? We mainly talked about the just the schedule in general. So like we were just going week by week by week. But we have week 1 pulled up right now. Week 1, NFL starts out with a bang. There's so many division games. And I love the fact for the NFL, like week 1, 425 games, Lions, Packers, Texans, Rams, Ravens, Bills, Sunday night. Come on. I mean, this is, I can't wait, man. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't like my team playing Monday night, week 1. Obviously, I'm a Vikings fan for anybody that's new to the channel. I've said it a lot of times tonight, but this is, we're close to football being back, guys. We're close to football being back, and I'm excited. Am I going to a game this year? Very, very low likelihood because I don't know how many people are, have been subscribed to the channel, but we do the weekly recaps every Sunday, and the weekly recaps have to go out. So if I go to a game, there's no chance the weekly recap gets out, and I don't want to miss that. I just don't want to miss it. So that's why, to be honest with you. I probably won't go to a game, but if you do, by all means, you can use the Game Time app, promo code analysis, $20 off your first order. Terms apply. But if I were to go to a game, it would probably be like Vikings-Chargers Thursday night, and then fly back Saturday. That way I could still do the weekly recap. But no, I don't plan to go to a game as of now, unless it would be like sponsored or anything like that. I don't plan to go to a game, but we'll see. Things you can never say never. Things change, so we'll see. All right, we totally understand if you wanted to go catch a home game. Look, the recap is everything. The recap is everything, and honestly, like I'm not the only YouTuber to think like this. I know there's a lot of YouTubers, like Perna and Grassi. They don't miss. They don't. My guy Cole from How About Those Chiefs. They don't miss. So it's part of it. Not Ravens at Vikings. No. It would be. Pull up the Chargers video. I've been told that a couple of times. All right, give me a sec because I'm going to. I'll pull it up. Just give me a sec here. I just want to. There we go. I'll pull it up. I just want to actually get it up and then not have to scroll through Twitter, because Twitter is kind of like the Wild West of the internet. You truly never know what is going to be on Twitter. So I just don't want to have anything go on the channel that could potentially be. Here we go. Should we really make our schedule release in Minecraft? Okay, so this is Elite here by the Chargers. It already looks pretty cool here. Hold on. Let me zoom in here. The Chargers, by the way, shout out their social media team because they do an absolutely phenomenal job. So we have the Chargers release here in Minecraft. This is actually pretty cool. Schedule release. Big Minecraft guy, by the way. I used to be. I don't really play it anymore. Let me zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Brazil. International game unlocked. I do like that. Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, McKinnon. Let's see what we have here. AFC West Estates. And I'm going to be like going back and forth, so I will be like commenting and everything. I love Minecraft. Dude, Minecraft is awesome. And I'm also, so I have the comment section pulled up. But there's my guy Justin Herbert. This is actually pretty awesome. If this is the Broncos, this is Orange Crush. You now own 53 donkeys. That's, dude, great work by the Chargers, man. The Chargers have an elite social media team. They really do. I mean, they really, really do. So you may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Oh, it's Saquon. And the Giants. Commanders week 5. Entering the Commanders Stadium. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to go and keep reading the comments here. All right. The Raiders dirt house. That was actually... See, that you guys are going to pick up on things that I'm not. There's Mike McDaniel. Is he going into the water? I'm actively, Captain Andrew Luck. That was a good touch. That Twitter account is legendary. AR. Colts week 7. Richardson ran out of gas. That is... Oh, that's a nice one there by the Chargers social media team. KOC, my guy, what do we got? Timberwolves outside the gates. I did see that. Sam Darnold. Oh, man. Oh, he's in the Seahawks uniform now. Okay, I like that. Just needed a nap. Seahawks schedule light work. That was the Giants owner. Let's see here. Respect also. I appreciate that, by the way. Will Levis memes overloaded your server. Flint and Steelers mine. Good call. This is a great time. By the way, I do have to repost this, so let's just go ahead and... Where is this? Let's just get this out of the way here. Let's just go ahead and repost that, baby. Shout out to Chargers social media team, man. They do incredible work. Jags week 11. Mike McDaniel may not even have a job. Spicy. So we are... Oh, there's the Ocelots. The Ocelots are always so cute in Minecraft. Oh, Justin Herbert. Oregon uniform. Justin Herbert was a big fish guy, if you guys didn't know. Coach Harbaugh. What's he doing? Push-ups in the Minecraft world. Raiders week 13. The Raiders dirt house is so funny, by the way. There's Pete Carroll shirtless. How they edit this is insane. I cannot imagine what goes into all of the... Good call with the creeper blowing up the Raiders. But score 44-13. Is there like a 41-3 reference there maybe? Eagles, this is the parade. All of the zombies. Good call there. Track ends in 9-8. So you guys are going to pick up the stuff that I'm not. Save our tush push. They're week 15. The Ender Eagle, just getting all of the Chiefs, especially after last year. Good call, Chargers. This is, by the way, this is like the Super Bowl for like social media teams, because this is like where they can go all out and good for them. I mean, look at the depth of AT&T Stadium in the Minecraft world there with the sunlight and everything. CJ Stroud, the Texans mascot, is a beast, by the way. Rematch is set. Saturday showdown. And then at the Broncos in week 18, Justin Herbert leading all of the horses into the stall. There's Ladd McConkey, my guy, who's obviously sneaky fast. Elite work by the Chargers social media team, man. Good for them, man. Is there like an end to this? And then they have the Chargers logo in Minecraft. Elite work, guys. That is incredible. All right, let's go back to the comments here. Tired of Romo and Nance calling Chiefs Bills. Can we please get some fresh commentators? I mean, look, I just enjoy it. I'm glad that the NFL schedule release is here. But we've been live for almost an hour. Time truly flies when you're just having fun and talking ball and yapping. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. But that will wrap up tonight's schedule release video. We will be live plenty of more throughout the offseason. I intend... We'll see how things work out. But I intend to have, several fantasy football leagues with you guys. It'll be like a best ball style where it's just like, hey, it's 8 hours between picks, so we all don't have to be there at Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern if somebody's in Europe or if somebody's in California or wherever. But I do intend to have a lot of fantasy leagues with you guys. There's just a lot going on behind the scenes with the channel right now. We will have a video release tomorrow. So the members of the channel have already had the opportunity to watch the video. I do release videos early for members of the channel, so it's already out. So hopefully you guys enjoy. For the members, it's already out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, until next time, please be safe and have a great day. Love you guys.